Brothers, I have very little to tell you today about Blessed Andrew Palazzuelo. And that's because there's relatively little known about him. If you look at Mauro's biography he sent out when the beatification was declared, for all 30-some saints, or blesseds, there are 3 sentences to describe their lives. He's a good example of a man and a group of men, of brothers, whose lives were defined by one dramatic and faithful action. Today we hear about the dishonest steward, and this parable was fulfilled almost to the letter by Governor Ryan of Illinois in 2003. It was 48 hours before the end of his time in office, and he was metaphorically under the gun. There was a federal investigation that had been done and found that throughout his political career, he'd been guilty of embezzlement and corruption. So on the second to last day of his gubernatorial office, he made a drastic decision. He had no chance of being reelected. He was almost certainly going to jail, and there was no chance that he was going to hold political office again. So with nothing to lose, he emptied the state's death row. In one day, with one decision, he commuted the sentences of 167 death row inmates. And on that day, he took the headlines of scandal and infamy and made that a footnote. With one decisive and almost brash action, he totally changed the role he would play in the story that's told about him. Even to this day, if you look at the news articles from that time, it's like, can you believe this guy did that? Oh my gosh, no one's even come close. The second highest that anyone has ever done, I think in their career, was 22 pardons. He did 167 in one day. And then at the bottom, by the way, he was corrupt and went to jail. So today we hear our good Lord telling us, and the master commended that dishonest steward for being prudent. Now he isn't saying you should be corrupt and be clever and dishonest in that sense, but he's saying be clever as if you were like Governor Ryan or like that dishonest steward, believing that you're under the gun. This memento mori, this necessity is the mother of invention, is something that we can live in, not in a spirit of shame, not like, oh, I need to save myself through good works, but saying, I only perhaps have today. Today is the last day that I know I'm here, and the kingdom is coming. So how do I want my legacy to be written? Do I want my squandering of God's gifts to be the headline, or do I want hidden, dramatic acts of mercy and forgiveness to be what is written on, on my ledger when I come before the king? Because I want my embezzlement, my scandal, my squandering to be, oh, by the way. So today, I encourage you to live like Blessed Andrew Palazzuelo, and I praise you, because I've seen you guys with little bits of secret hidden mercy. And I encourage you to live that charity still hidden, but boldly and dramatically, as if you had one day to change the narrative.